Today, we're diving into one of the most important basics of watercolor painting, how to properly use and care for your brush. Whether you're just starting or looking to refine your techniques, I'll share tips to help you get the best results. Let's begin. There are many types of brushes for different painting results. In my channel, you can find realistic watercolor painting. For that purpose, I use round, fine-tip brushes in different sizes. These brushes help me achieve detailed and realistic results. Time to time, I paint landscapes, and for that, I also use flat brush. It is very important to hold your tools very lightly. For me, this came only with practice and constantly reminding myself about lighter grip. I taught myself to hold my brush lightly, otherwise experienced pain in my hand. When you hold your brush lightly, then your movements are more free, light, and precise. Squeezing too tight will only cause stress in your hand and on your painting. Holding brush lightly allows you more free movement, longer hand movements. Your brush strokes will become more confident. Whereas squeezing too tight brings stress pain in your palm, which can go up to your shoulder. Your hand will get tired faster and movements are stiff, which will result in not so precise lines. How you press your brush against the paper also plays a major role. If you're using fine tip brush, then this brush should be touching paper with the fine tip of the bristles, very lightly, like dancing on a water surface. Pressing too hard will result in thicker lines, which lack of elegancy. Lightly and freely paint with your brush on the paper. Always pay attention to the direction of your brush strokes. Move the brush smoothly in the direction of the bristles, not against them. Painting against the bristles can damage your brush and reduce its lifespan. For even washes, use consistent strokes, and for details, follow the natural lines of your subject. Gentle, intentional movements will give you better control and a polished result. Water control is a really important and quite big topic. I have a wonderful full video about it. We'll link it in the video. But here are some tips. First, dip the brush into water, but don't soak it too deeply. Secondly, remove excess of water on the jar edge and then fill your brush with watercolor mix. Don't go straight to your painting. You need to remove excess amount of watercolors in the paper towel and only then you can paint. You will have greater control of brush strokes, finer lines, and more precise details. Let's do some very helpful practice of basic brush strokes. During this practice, we will do lines, curved lines, dots, waves, small brush strokes, smoothing, even layer, and textured brush strokes. For this practice, you can use watercolor mix. I call them leftovers. Don't wash your palette. You can use these watercolor mix leftovers for practice. You can fill up a whole sketchbook page with fine lines. Practice in different directions, different length, use different colors. This is like a little warm-up before any painting session. Do this time to time, no matter how experienced you are, how long you are painting. I am doing this time to time myself. Next one are curved lines. Same fine lines, only in more curved and also different directions from right to left, from left to right. This can be really helpful as well. Dots, or also called stippling method, when you apply with the very tip of the brush little dots. This can be for stamens, for little anterns, or filling up small area in your painting. Then you need greater precision with the very tip of your brush. Waves are a really nice practice that you can do using a round brush. This can be used for little leaves or any other features in landscape painting, for example, and also this will help you control your brush strokes. Small brush strokes in different directions, in different shapes. They can go round, in line, in diagonal. Up to you to practice these little controlled brush strokes. Smoothing, applying watercolors, washing your brush, cleaning in paper towel, and smoothing, blending watercolors towards the lighter part, making these gradual transitions from shadow to light. Repeating with a different color, washing, cleaning, and smoothing for gradual transition. Even layer. Imagine that you have a petal or a leaf. Apply with just enough water, leaving 1 millimeter of the edge. As you can see, no puddles, the surface is moist. Now loading brush with watercolors, starting from the middle, apply watercolor transparently, not too saturated, and leaving this 1 millimeter off. Cleaning your brush and now pushing watercolors toward the edge. This way you will avoid crisp edges after drying time. You have an even, transparent, smooth applied surface. This is really good start for any painting and perfect for the first layer. Textured brush strokes using same fine tip brush. Load with watercolors, spread brush bristles with hand, and now you have little brush strokes that look like little tiny hairs. For example, on butterfly wings, or maybe flower stem has little hairs on its surface. You can use same brush and achieve different result. To keep your brushes in top condition, always clean them thoroughly after each use. Wash them and clean in paper towel. Repeat until you get clean wet mark on the paper towel. Repeat again and again when you will get it completely clean. Also, never ever leave your brush in water. Always put them in brush holder, on the table, or in brush case where they are fixated to avoid from falling out. Take your time to observe how your brush interacts with the paint and the paper. Notice how even the smallest adjustments to pressure and direction can create different effect and result. This awareness will help you develop your personal style. Now you're ready to use your watercolor brush like pro. Remember, practice makes perfect, so take your time and enjoy the process. If you found this helpful, give it a like, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more watercolor tips and tricks. Thank you!